So part of the Connecting Chords series here with Fifth House Ensemble and Melissa. Thank you so much for talking with me, Melissa.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So the name of your concert is Degenerative Arts. So what I wanted to know is who decided that it was degenerative arts and music?
So degenerate art, the term actually came from a Nazi art exhibition in the 30s. So they looked at art that was deemed as degenerate, so art from people who they deemed to be degenerate, or art that was threatening to or not in line with the ideals of the state. And so it was a really interesting exhibition of mostly visual art. So many people came to it, even more people than went to the German Ideal art exhibit that happened around the same time. And so we took that concept and started to look at art throughout different periods of time that was propagandized, that was censored, art that was used for the purpose of the state, and then also art that was used for resistance.
So how did you choose the music that you were going to play tonight?
Great question. So you'll see everything from music that was written in concentration camps like the Messiaen to music that was written by people who either died in camps or found themselves in better circumstances and got past that. We also chose music by people like Yip Harburg, who is the lyricist for Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And that's a song that was actually originally a USO American anthem. It was actually adopted as a symbol of America during the Second World War. And then years later, he was actually blacklisted during McCarthyism. So it's just interesting to see how something that was seen as patriotic could then therefore, just by virtue of a regime change in our own country, be seen as un-American. Someone asked him, were you on the blacklist? And he said, thank God, yes, I was. And he also said that he viewed songs as being a way to soothe tyranny. You know, it was the human's way of soothing themselves past that.
And you know, the thing about music, at least for me, being involved in it ever since I was a small child, it has that ability to transport you to a different time, a different place.
We also connect it to some experiences that we have had in Chicago in using music in a variety of different ways with vulnerable populations. So we work with homeless populations, people experiencing incarceration, and we look at music as a way to transport yourself beyond your experiences and to imagine a better and a different world.
And why is it important that this music be heard?
Most of the music that you're hearing is by composers who have created it in difficult circumstances, who created it as forms of resistance, and also who created it as ways for people to participate in that message. So it's important to be heard because, first of all, it's great music, and second of all, because it has a story to tell that is very relevant to today.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.